The reason most people never build real wealth with real estate, they confuse activity with strategy and effort with income. You can hustle hard on rentals, development project, flip properties, trade stocks, whatever works for you. But if your money is still tied to your time, you do not own freedom. Real wealth isn't built by being busy. It's built by how wisely your capital moves without you. Because true wealth, it's when your capital works harder than you do, quietly, consistently, and intelligently. And that's exactly what real estate syndications were designed for. It's not just a structure and pulling money together. It's a power move, a model where you invest once and returns flow while your life keeps moving and the project keeps performing. You bring the capital and then you work with experienced teams that bring high performance deals, better strategies, and industry transparency. And then you decide if the trust is earned because this team knows how to turn complexity into clarity. So if you have been searching for passive income that doesn't steal your energy and a legacy that doesn't demand your burnout, syndication could be the option you have been waiting for. And for those in here that don't know me, my name is Jennifer Maldonado. And yes, I walk away from a corporate life at 32 years old. And today, I lead a team that raised capital to acquire over $150 million in real estate assets across the U.S., from multifamily development to hospitality, commercial, and alternative investment. And in this video, I'm going to show you how syndication works and why it's been the quiet foundation behind some of the most powerful portfolios in the world. So let's start by understanding what is real estate syndication. Real estate syndication is when a group of investors pool money together, funds to buy normally larger scale real estate, properties like apartment complexes, hospitality assets, or development deals. You don't run the property, you don't handle tenants, you invest, and then the team that you partner with manage. It's some kind of a crowdfunding for real estate, but with serious guardrails. So as a passive investor, you receive regular distributions quarterly or annually without doing the heavy lifting. Depending how your documents have been structured, sometimes that can be monthly. It depends on those, but you need to understand those documents. Here are the benefits of real estate syndication. So let's break it down. The first thing that you will learn about real estate syndications is that you get access to larger deals. Most of the best performing real estate assets, $10 million, are off the market, are never listed, and syndications give you access to them without having to carry that risk of complexity alone. Also, syndication help you leverage expertise. You don't need to be the expert. That's our job or the team that you're partnering. I love what some of the things that Howard Marks says, that the biggest investing errors come from not knowing what you don't know. And this is why it's so important that you work with the proper operators and syndicators. Syndications brings in operators who do these things. The third benefit is what they call diversification. You invest in different markets, asset types, and strategies across multifamily, hospitality, and alternative assets. These help you mitigate the risk across economy cycles. It also gives you real passive income. So most of our investors target between 6 to 9% annual cash flow with 12-18% total in internal rate of returns. But that's just an example. There are many syndicators out there with different strategies too. It depends on how the documents are structured. So you also maybe get quarterly cash that you can count on without trading your peace of mind or time. So it's a real passive investment. Someone else is doing the job. The other thing about syndications is you get to enjoy the tax advantages if the documentation aligns with that. You get to enjoy depreciation, interest deductions, 1031 exchange opportunities, cost segregation studies that can offset your tax liability. So you keep more of what you have earned. And let me say this, smart money follows the structure. And that's why syndications give you intelligent, proven, scalable structure. However, this is the next important point, and let's be clear, syndication is not a shortcut, it's a strategy. You are not just buying into a business and into a deal, you're entering in a partnership. So success in syndication depends on one thing: informed investing. And that means that you have to do a lot of homework. You have to understand the asset. You have to vet the operator. You have to review the financials and the documents and scrutinize the structure of these specific syndications. So these require a lot of due diligence and homework upfront in order for you to make a smart investment informed decision. So there are always the deal you have shown, right? And there's the deal that is true. So you need to know how to spot the difference. Things look great in paper, but sometimes they're not the real deal. And I want to encourage you that you learn how to do that difference. And because of that, I also create a due diligence checklist in our website designed for passive investors who want clarity without the overwhelm. And because our mission is rooted in service and transparency, you can download it at the link below in the website. And also you can fill up a 2-minute questionnaire if you want to get instant access to other opportunities. No strings, no pressure, just clarity, my friends. This is for you to learn what is syndication. And then let's talk about the last portion of syndication, because it's very important that you understand that syndication is not the only strategy for passive income. But if you want to protect your time, earn without managing headaches, and grow well while preserving your peace, it might be the most powerful one. And of course, there are many opportunities. If you want help understanding the opportunities, of course, you want to make sure to download this checklist. But if you say, you know what, I'm not ready for syndication, I want you to watch our next video, because it shows you 3 steps to build your passive income empire, and it walks you through exactly how I scaled from my first deal with different passive investment strategies to $150 million in assets managed across the country. So this is just an opportunity for you to research more about syndication, learn about passive income. And your spark, I have to share this with you, your spark was never in how hard you hustle, my friends. It's in how smart you let your money move. So if that's your move, let's rise together. Let's keep learning about passive investment.